How much control do we have over these bandanae?
The scarves.
Yeah.
If you click on the scarf, it'll
John.
pop up the spell description.
John.
It tells you.
Fucking Christ. Making me read.
Do you want me to read it to you?
Yes,
I'll
please.
read it to you.
Thank you.
All right. So you create an illusion that causes the target, which in this case would be you, to appear as another creature of the same body shape and roughly similar height, within about 6 inches, and weight, within about 50 pounds. The disguise is typically good enough to hide your identity, but not to impersonate a specific individual.
That's perfect. Okay, so I was
the
thinking
spell changes your appearance and voice, but not mannerisms.
Okay, so that's what I was thinking. Like, can we use the scarves to like make ourselves look like vault, like bank employees, like uniforms? But no.
Yeah.
It just makes us look slightly less us, which is infinitely worse.
What is this universe's version of Garda?
But so you can change the appearance of its clothing and worn items, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But you can't impersonate.
You can't impersonate specifically.
Like you were saying you wanted to look exactly like people that work at the bank. Not like...
I was... Okay, well, if we could just make ourselves look like bank employees...
Okay.
Could we do that?
You'd have to find some bank employees to know what they look like.
Well,
we scouted out the inside of the bank.
Oh, we didn't.
Some people have gone inside and scouted.
Okay.
There's not like a common uniform that they wear.
Oh, they're that slack tucked in shirt and tie kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do they have like a teapot or coffee pot for the employees that they've been drinking from?
Not that you've seen.
Okay.
How long did you spend inside the bank?
Observing? I spent 0 time inside the bank.
Yeah. Well, I mean, somebody went inside. How long do you think you spent inside?
Joe? Did Joe go inside?
Yeah, I went in at first.
Yeah.
I don't know, however long it would have taken to get my perception off. I was curious about like the layout.
Yeah. So probably wouldn't have taken real long. You might have gotten some, odd looks or anything, or, and what, so yeah, I mean, the tellers all appeared to be human, just normal kind of business attire. So nothing fancy. You didn't see any coffee pots sitting out. You did see that every now and then one of the tellers would go to the door on the west. So the same side where that exit door was in the back, there is one of the doors on the wall next to the vault. They would go through that one on the west side. You're guessing maybe it was like a break room. So there might be a coffee pot there.
I like this coffee pot idea. I would like to activate my scarf. I want to test something out. Can I make myself look like an old halfling grandmother?
Yes.
All right, kiddies, what we do is we make them cookies and say, thank you for all the hard work you've done protecting our money. And before we bake those cookies, we hop down this manhole here and get some dookie butter. And we give them all Giardia. And we give them cookies, and they have the doo-doos. And that's distraction 1. Distraction 2 is smoke bomb. Distraction 3 is murder. And distraction 4, we've stole their gold.
I like it.
So I accept Giardia feels like a longer term play.
How quickly does that take effect?
Maybe we can make them granola bars instead, and we'll use
Giardia granola.
Alchemical crafting and recipes for poison.
Raw elderberry extract is an excellent laxative.
You have your raw elderberry extract.
Exactly, the chef will know.
But I'm just saying, we have to go find that. I've got a manhole right here that I know at the bottom of it is a weak old dookie we can just use.
They're actually, well, I mean, the manhole is nowhere near there, but yeah.
You
do have a fruit Leshy
The
I don't know.
nearest route to the sewers is through the Wailing Scrapyard.
What? How
elderberry
dare
fruit
they?
that we can-
Where did the
Which the
poops
Wailing
go from the
Scrapyard is
bank?
to the east.
Where did the poops go from the bank?
In the plumbing, probably.
And
No.
right, we got to get into that plumbing.
They probably do have plumbing here. Matter of fact, they would have plumbing here.
All right, well, then fine, Volo. I will be the grandmother. You make the elderberry fucking cookie granola bars.
Very well.
Only because we don't have time for the GRE.
I mean, I don't know how fast it takes. Listen, last time I accidentally ate sewer muck, it hit me very fast. Like, thankfully I've got quick release on my trousers.
Sewer mug.
Things happen.
We can
Things
take
happen.
this as an opportunity to experiment for the future. We'll get a little bit of dookie butter and we'll put it
I
into
like
one
it.
of the granola bars.
I like it.
Oh, like an A/B testing. All right, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The control group will be the non-dookie butter.
Let's see here. Give me a second.
John's got to Google Dookie Butter in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I'm still a grandmother, by the way.
Of course you are.
The control group would be those of us who don't eat either of them.
That is true.
Well, you don't eat.
I volunteered
anyway.
to be part of the control group.
Mhm.
It's the one performing this experiment. I need to abstain from consuming any of them. So, yes. The rest of you, bad news. You've got to eat some Dookie Butter granola.
Oh, I'm in the control group.
No, you
I
are.
already
You don't need to. You get regular granola.
Amazing.
Like
can't
some
actually
raisins and chocolate.
Yes, I'll make some regular granola for the rest of us.
Oh,
In
that
fact,
just,
I'll make those first.
Oh, I guess if we look at it, Volo's cooking it, so you have to abstain. Ognar, it's your lucky day. How is your opinion on nutty flavored granola bars?
So you can
I'm gonna
either poison the
pass.
cookies or you could slip theoretically a drug into the cookies. Which would you prefer?
Volo, this is your neck of the woods here.
You
I
have to acquire some.
I suppose this would technically qualify as poison.
Okay,
It's a naturally occurring.
sure.
I had
quote,
some
unquote,
cousins. Well, one cousin in particular who was he was a dookie connoisseur. And he would have been great for this.
It's very strange
Sean?
listening to an old woman describe a dookie connoisseur.
Yes. He would just run out wherever you would be, like look in bushes, and all of a sudden he's like, I've got snacks. And they were just hardened turds. He called
Those were
them
the real
bush
words original.
turds. The viewers, you would know we're referencing season 1.
Let's see. Just going by
The amount of dookie in this conversation,
Yeah.
John. That's what you're going
Dude,
by.
just so much.
Okay. I know what the DC is going to be for this. So that's really what I kind of need to know. I'm going to use arsenic as my template. So
Oh, okay. Just hope you don't roll shit, Volo.
Let's hope I do roll shit.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're going to give me a crafting lore, I guess. Or, yeah, crafting check. That's
All
for
right.
you. Unless you're cooking, you have like cooking lore, don't you?
I do, but it's the same as my crafting.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to spend my hero point
Yeah.
Okay,
because nothing's more heroic than this.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
there you go. Okay, all right. You have some. They look the right. What kind of cookies are you hiding this in, or is it a granola bar?
Granola bars, so that
Granola
they,
bars.
they have some nuts and some fruits like elderberries in them.
Okay, all right. So yes, you have some little toxic fruits. Yeah, I'll leave this up. You do know it'll take probably 10 minutes for those to kick in.
Just
And
perfect for the early morning crowd because
Yeah.
little old ladies wake up early in the morning.
Yes. So
It's-
early.
They'll believe it. It's perfect.
Because we're so old, we've got nothing left to dream for.
You've made Volo depressed.
So, just out of curiosity, has anyone bothered to go and tell Etka what the plan is now changed to?
I think we'll tell him when he wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you wake up, Etka.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Are you looking around?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the bank manager to go home.
Okay. Let's see, that would have been. Yeah. Give me a perception roll.
All right.
Okay.
16.
So yeah, you're kind of, you kind of move around a little bit so you can like peer in some windows and stuff, topping up whatever. And the lights are out inside, and you can see that two of the broker clockwork bots are patrolling around the interior. And they stop, and they've got this searchlight beam that comes out of their head, and it spins 360. And then they go a little further, and they do the same thing. Looks like everyone's gone home for the day. You may have slept through the end of the shift.
God. Okay. That's fine. I'll go find where everyone else is.
Okay. You get there, and they're baking cookies.
Hello there, young skeleton bird. I'm making cookies.
At this point,
I can't eat anything,
you're still, the scarf only lasts for an hour, so at this point...
I reactivate it.
It
I'm keeping
works
this
once
shit
per
up.
day.
No.
It's once per day, and only lasts for an hour.
Okay, as soon as it runs out the first time, I'm going to go out and rob an old woman to take her outfit, so that way I can keep up.
Now you're just a kobold in an old woman's outfit.
I'm someone's babushka. Look at me. It took me so long to find these cantaloupes.
I'm guessing that you're probably using the barrel and bullet saloon as kind of where you're operating a little bit out of, because you need access to a kitchen. Okay.
Because
that's kind of
the owner
looking
is
at you
in here with
guys,
us.
kind of coming and going. She's not saying anything, but she's just
Don't we live in this town?
Technically, yes, but you're also outlaws.
Oh, that's easy. The old lady that I robbed, I take her wallet and so I can find her address, and we'll just go set up in her place.
There's also abandoned buildings all in this neighborhood.
I did not rob that old woman for nothing. I'll just text Etka the address.
Uh-huh.
Fine, we'll go to the bar.
I would like to imagine that Dub isn't the old lady clothes the entire way there.
Oh,
absolutely.
I am a character actor.
He has to practice for when he feeds them the poison.
The important part is getting my back the right amount of hunched. That way these cantaloupes don't keep hitting me in the knees.
I thought that was true to character, though.
Dub has a very upright posture. He's definitely the confident one of the twins.
Yup, that's the word.
He has the confidence of a straight white man in modern day America, just like Chuck.
All right, so the rest of you, what are you doing? Volo's baking cookies, Dub's doing his thing. Amshara, Eka, you're on your way back.
Is completely enthralled by Dub and is coaching. Like, no, make your voice a little higher. No, you have to hunch a little more.
A little further down.
Agnar,
like doing
what you doing?
like workshopping the bit
Yes.
with Dub. Like
Once
that,
we're
that's what
done,
you
I'm
do.
going to find me some old retiree that we can rob blind. I'll seduce him with my
I was
cantaloupe
thinking.
charms.
Thinking. So we've got the 2 clockwork guys on the outside of the building, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What would we roll to try to disable one of them? Because part of our goal was to try to get rid of those, right?
Well, not necessarily. Like if you could find a way to sneak past them,
Okay.
that would be good too. But there's also a very good chance that you might have to combat them. There isn't necessarily like a way to like quickly disable them. They are designed for guard duty, so they're probably fairly sturdy and harder to disable. You would have to. Probably the easiest thing would be if you could figure out what time they were wound and get to them before they get wound back up.
Okay. And nobody else is inside, right? We're all kind of just standing on the outside trying to figure out a way to get into the main bank area.
At the moment, yeah. Right now, so basically like time has kind of moved forward. It is in the evening. Looks like everyone's kind of gone home. It looks like there's still the 2 patrolling outside the front area. And then through the windows, you can see that there are 2 more of the clockwork brokers inside, patrolling inside.
Does it look like there's a way to hide from the 2 that are inside the building if we were to sneak past the first 2 that are on the outside?
Possibly. There's like I said, there's a table there for filling out like paperwork and whatnot. Those that have been inside could tell you there are some couches, and then there's the countertop itself. Like if you can get behind where the tellers are, you might have an easier time hiding from them, because that would give you some full cover from that. So there are some places you could kind of hide and sneak through if you're so inclined. Harder to do during the daytime.
Yeah.
And we'll say that you've probably been there for a while. So like you've seen a few people kind of come and go. Not a lot of people. Some of them look kind of skeevy, kind of shifty. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of business it looks like done here. Not a lot of common folk coming here. But yeah. People go in with bags of money and come out empty-handed, like a real bank. But then at a certain point, you did notice the lights went out, and the last person out the door was a dwarf, a well-dressed dwarf, and she left and appeared to head somewhere else.
Walked past a sleeping pile of bones.
That's in the back.
Are we not like waiting till morning and doing this poison cookie thing?
I'm still baking. I don't know what you're doing.